remembering how it felt after I hit 225 for the first time.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it. And ukiangalia hawa watu hapa, hakuna mwenye anaweza pita test ya corruption, including me. You get my point?
Attention, Starbucks. I'd like to give one person the opportunity to buy me a coffee. In exchange, I'll sit down with you for 5 minutes to discuss my world-class crypto trading strategies. Anybody? You may be wondering why, if I'm so wealthy, well, Bitcoin's down right now, so I'm struggling a little bit. Nobody. Wow.
Well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. So gay.
So gay. Polo, you faggot.
So you're a queer, aren't you?
Fag, queer, faggot.
What are you, a fag?
Why is there a delay when transferring money electronically? Sometimes 5 days. Electricity is the speed of light, so shouldn't the money transfer instantly?
You are gay.
Hey Dad, do an impression of Joe Biden explaining the plot to Star Wars.
So there's a galaxy parked on the side of the a long time ago, back when I was working full time at anyway, I was the head of the embassy. It doesn't matter. far, far away, there was galaxy, and there were robots. And the robots, they were not the droids you were looking for.
These Nazi blood-sucking anti-American parasites that want to make you and your family slaves know that we are standing up against them, and we are red-blooded, and we are not slaves, and we are not bowing down to them. I'm not bowing down. I'm at the tip of the spear. I get death threats every day. And you know what? I am honored to be who I am. I'm honored to just be an average person that stood up 15 years ago and said, I'm going to defend the Republic. I'm going to defend the family. I'm going to defend the Second Amendment. I'm going to fight against abortion. I'm going to see what happens when I really take action. And we have laid waste to the enemy. If you simply unloose yourselves and become the leaders you are, we will sweep this scum into the gutter. We will defeat the New World Order. We will crush the tyranny. Second hour, straight ahead. Stay with us.
And when I was like 12, 13, I was banging some of that black pussy. Because it's all pink in the middle. There you go.
What about Indian?
Dan Merritt, yeah, good stuff. I never banged an Indian, but bend over right here. I'll fuck you right
Hey, you keep telling me how cute I am, this shit might go down.
I ain't his dudes, I'll be honest with you. But you do have pretty eyes.
Bring me 15 hookers now and get the drugs ready and take me to the private island. Get the most popular of the three prequels. They make total sense. Emperor Palpatine was a little-known senator from Naboo, small planet. He finances terrorists to attack the planet. And then he plays victim and says that the pacifist Republic isn't doing enough to help him with the terrorist invasion, the Trade Federation invasion, who even speak in Chinese accents. It's all geopolitical. And so, little aliens with Chinese accents. He then goes and complains and catapults himself in the crisis into the role of chancellor. Because, he was the victim, but now he demanded something be done. He'd been a pacifist previously. Now he's chancellor. Episode 2 launches terror attacks all over the galaxy with groups he's secretly financing through his backers in the Trade Federation. He turns around, double crosses in the end. Lord Vader, kill Viceroy Gunray and everyone else in the... So basically, in the end, they knock out all of the people that backed him. Which, listen, asshole. Listen, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem? You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
Hey, this is the day in the life of a fat nigga crypto millionaire. He wakes up at 6 a.m. next to the Russian supermodel he bagged the night before. He wakes her ass up and tells her, get the fuck out. He got shit to do. But first, she gotta make a nigga breakfast. Can't make money on an empty stomach. After breakfast, he checks in on his meme coin portfolio. He trenches meme coins for an hour with his fat nigga alpha group, looking for that daily 100X. Found it, looking like this nigga will be eating good today. Next, he's got a few business calls to make. Updates on his multi-million-dollar real estate ventures with some white-collar cracking niggas. It's almost lunchtime and this nigga's getting hungry. He hops in the Ferrari and drives to his favorite lunch spot in Miami. Oh shit! He spots one of his niggas from his meme coin alpha group. They chop it up talking about the 1000X runner from this morning. They decide to treat themselves after lunch and go shopping. Yeah, these fat niggas looking fly. He getting a little sleepy now. He gotta go take a nap before a big night. He wakes up and gets fresh for a lavish dinner at the best steakhouse in Miami with all his niggas. Now it's time to hit the club and get turned. They celebrate their wins from today and are on the prowl for snow bunnies who want to get freaky with a fat nigga. He takes her home and they have consensual sex. After clapping cheeks, he decompresses with a warm glass of milk. He looks back on another successful day as a fat nigga crypto millionaire, then goes to sleep ready to do it all over again tomorrow.
It's fat nigga season.
What the fuck are you wearing, bro? Yeah, man, got into crypto. Windfall, bitch. A couple of these altcoins in the portfolio went through the roof. And them NFTs I cop, yeah, up like 100x. Whoa. Thought my MetaMask wallet was gonna blow the server. IYKYK. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. Shit. It all tanked, bro. Some whales must have swam through. Rug pull on the NFTs. Market's on a downswing. ETH's dropping like a landslide. I'm hurting, baby.
Bro, that was 2 seconds ago.
You don't understand the game. It's brutal. You think you can Venmo me like $5, man? I'll get you back, I promise.
Yeah, chill, man. I got you. Jeez. That go through?
Yep. Took those $5, threw it down on a meme coin, a little gaming token I heard about on Reddit. Just did my research. Do your own research. It's not a big deal, so back to the moon. Hodl on this one all day. Oh, boy. You think you can Venmo me another 5 spot?
Stop gambling, all right? You're one spin away from generational wealth. Your daughter's college tuition is one spin away. Put your life savings on black. Remember that. Just go to Vegas, and if you lose, just keep getting loans. Remember this. Just keep spinning, keep gambling, keep gambling. You can't lose. You literally can't lose. You can only quit.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right.
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? Well, I said, well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hello, Cell Pressure. What's happening? What's up? Miguel back in the cut. Welcome to Ask Me Anything 106. Well. Philadelphia, what is going on, you guys, man? 600 plus strong. June 6th. The world. Of Warcraft. Relives once again in this new wide world. The CMC once again is coming out. For the month of June, DCC and CC will disappear. And when they needed the most, they vanished. Into the rugverse. The sound of high interest. What's going on, you guys? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, deport. No, definitely hit that notification bell, you guys, man. What's up, fat fellas? What's up? The word today is cultivate nobody. You guys. Let's take a look at our newest meme coin portfolio. Nobody sausage, man. Let's see, man. I heard that. Heard what? What'd you hear? It's so brand new still. I gotta put this on the hourly in order to even show the chart and shit because it looks so jacked. Look at that dog. Where'd you get in? Over here. I told the people in the courses and in the classes and stuff, DCC took some profits. Mind you, Kyle, where did I take profits? Where on the chart, Kyle, did I take profits?
Miguel has the high ground.
So I took profits around 39. Yeah, close to 40, but it's like right there. Took some profits. Don't mind that candle right here. Took a little profits. Took my interest plus some extra. Just put it back into Sol. And if we do climb down lower and stuff like that, it actually could stay here actually because I do think this thing's going to run up another 2 to 3x. But I can't be stupid. I bought down here. Actually, here. No, here. Look. What did I buy? It was low. Damn, I got to put this on the daily. I can't even see it. I bought down here.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So very good. Happy. Look at all the sell orders. Look at that. Price is crashing in real time. That'd be so funny. Nobody or goggles I'm buying right now. I'm buying goggles right now pretty actively. I sold the fuck out. I'm sick. Docile. What price did you sell at, dog? Hey, I gotta give him the. That's so close to like the Taco Bell noise too. I need numbers, Sal. Where are
the numbers, Mason?
But 5 million. Dog.
Mega.
Jesus, dog. Well. Look at what we got here. Have I not taught you after all these years, Sal? Oh, not joking. Oh man, hit the like button, subscribe. Only here do we no, but it's okay. Yeah, you can still get back in. I actually, even me, like I thought like it actually was going to crash down to 18 million market cap.
Yeah.
It decided to surge another 20 million. I topped at about 40 million market cap, 41 million, and then it's right now at 30 something. So when I took some profits, it went. That's why I missed that initial take profits there at 40. It dipped down and it re-pumped back up. I think like 12 hours later to like 39 million market cap, and I was like, man, injectocito, because never sell the whole bag. I never did. Yeah, exactly. Unless it's boo. Hey.
Mega.
I didn't say it. It's saying Sega.
You did it.
It said Sega. Yeah. But yeah. I feel like demonetization is imminent, Kyle. But live from Las Vegas. I'm not gonna hit you with that ear grape. Punk into the moon. Yeah. So right now I'm in the position right now where like I'm debating on what to do with like essentially the profits, because I took out principal plus a multiple of interest, right? Because obviously it's going up a lot, right? It went from like an average of like I think 4 million to like 40 million, so it was a 10x. So I took out like a nice little chunk of there. I think I sold like 20% ish and some change. Okay. I let myself a round number because I'm a pleb. I like round numbers. Toby, Well, to tell you, I don't own any Toby. I don't really have any Toby and stuff. Just because that was one of Charlie's coins and stuff like that. I just missed the train with it, and then since it dipped down and stuff, I'm like, at some point I'll get it to Toby. At some point. Which one's this one? Oh, of course, yeah, of course. But I think Toby could do okay. Pull up my screen one more time, Cal.
Yeah.
Your name is Toby Kunta Kente. Oh, it's up a little bit. I think I started at 300, so it's up a little bit. That's good. Let's see what we've done in the last. What have you done for me, ladies, bitch? Let's see. Look, mate. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
That was a juicy buy right there, too.
God, the lows was literally like almost every chart I've looked on Solana meme coins. The bottom is between the 7th to my birthday of like April, and like it's been on a nice little run. But like I really called like the altcoin season starting more or less like April 25th. That's when I called it. I was like, and I've been right so far. Now the mark. Now let me unshare this for 1 second. I'll go back to Toby in a minute. You're sure saying interest a lot. You see a little cap on my head.
It just starts coming tears.
Miguel, I don't know why I'm mad right now. Because on the daily, like it's mostly all red. When it looks like this, it's a whole new world, a brand new place I've never been. Right? So why do I feel sad? Because it's like this. Why am I mad? This is the simplest thing in the world. All I got to do, look, I got to look at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, right? Like, I was really happy about a month ago. Then a week ago, I started feeling a little down. Then today, I just feel like utter shit.
Wonder why.
Wonder why. Right? I wonder why. Let's see what is up. Bartcoin's up a little bit for the day. Gala. I mean, everything's down. Sui's barely up. I mean, fuck. I mean, Trump's up a little bit. Let's look over the week. What do we got here? PulseX 8%. That's good. So we're still up there. Pepe. Let's look for the month. That's a good one because like about a month ago was roughly, about a lot of the lows happening in April. So from there, I mean, everyone should be up and stuff if you DCA'd, but a lot of people lost testicular fortitude and didn't DCA in April because why? It's sad. That's why. Because yeah. Shadow definitely up. Shadow's up a lot, you guys. You're still in the green if you bought in April. Yeah, and even buying locally and stuff. Exploding rubber ducky. Would you recommend buying meme coins like Doge and Pepe when this bull run ends and enter the bear market in anticipation for the next cycle? Yes, I would. But that's after Bitcoin has made its lows. Bitcoin and Ethereum have made their, especially Bitcoin really. From there, I mean, once Bitcoin made its lows, you should be buying the Bitcoin lows. Like, if you guys make some money this cycle, you guys, everyone here should be able to buy a Bitcoin cash. In cash, not cash. In cash. And you put that in a Trezor, not a Ledger, because Ledger's from France, and France is a gay. Very gay. And just put it away, because look, in the next 10, 15 years, dogs, even if Michael Saylor's wrong, I think 10 is a long time, actually. Yeah. 10 years is a long time. Generation Alpha is going to be in their tweens. Yeah. Actually, Generation Alpha, technically, the oldest is about, what, teenager right now?
Yeah.
Teenager right now, and the youngest, like...
high school.
Yeah, Michael, like my son Michael's last Generation Alpha. We just made the cut. Yeah. L to those Generation Beta born in 2025. One more time. But if you have kids now, Generation Beta. Why aren't more people talking about this? Why are we allowing a generation to be called Generation Beta? That is horrible. Who the fuck is this guy? I mean, who the hell decided to call an entire generation Omega? Delta? Generation Delta sounds cool. I mean, we could have called them anything. We're like, I mean, Generation Cuck. I mean, like, that's the only worst name like I could possibly think of. Like Generation Beta, dogs. How? How are we allowing this to happen? It's fucking insanity. Gen Sigma, that makes more sense because they're gonna be recluse. Even Generation Recluse, at least these fuckers be like, leave me alone, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like,
shut up, bitch.
I didn't know Charlie had an Oni-chan button in here. I'm scared to push the Oni-chan button. Charlie, why do you have an Oni-chan button? Sonic season soon? Yes, very, very soon. Actually, I've got some really... Generation Bravo?
Yo.
Dog. I still would prefer... Bravo. Castle Bravo sounds tight. I mean, Generation Bravo. That might be it. Yeah, it starts with a B.
Might as well say Generation Bitch.
All right, let's call them Generation Bravo. That's my vote right now. Generation Bravo. Okay, Johnny Bravo. Not even Gamma. Like even Gamma isn't that bad. He's like Gamma Rays, motherfucker.
Sounds cool.
Sounds cool, but yeah. When's the cutoff date for Generation Alpha? 2024. So the first year is for Generation Beta is 2025, and it'll be for like 14, 15 years before the next generation. So it'll be like 2040 when we have another generation, and that'll be generation. It will be, I guess, Alpha, Beta. So it'd be like C, and I'll be over there in 2020. We gotta call him Sigma. Crazy, dog. Crazy. Yeah, Gen Bravo is actually kind of hard, actually. That might be the name. Generation Bravo.
It's pretty hard.
Generation Bravo. That's actually hard. I like that. So yeah, man, Xavian Hex 555 _ 555 with the 555. Did I mention 555, Cal? DC, what do you recommend for those who are behind? Like they made mistakes in the last cycle and are still down. There's still time. We've not hit the giant alt season, but it just started. So it's just basically choose your positions. I mean, choose undervalued assets, which you guys know, right? So like obviously, like I'm a person that like I do invest pretty heavily into ecosystems, but I usually am heavy in 3. And then everything else is just like if I've like, let's just say I have 30%, like 30% of my portfolio in 3 ecosystems, and then I have like the leftover 10% in other stuff. That might be I think that's a decent way where like you protect your downside a little bit just in case an ecosystem just doesn't pull through, but you still have the upside of having that ecosystem. So keep the DCAs up right now. Sell some shit. You don't sell useless shit. I mean, I get asked this every year. I mean, obviously, I'm not recommending getting a personal loan, but I'd much rather someone get a personal loan with a fixed rate that you have a set like pay schedule where like the interest rates going up or down doesn't change the factor. You don't have this retardedly high you don't have this retardedly high like 24, 36% loan shark interest. Kyle, why'd you turn that on?
Sounding too much like that.
I'm not trying to get in trouble, Kyle. All right, man. You need to calm down, dude. Hi, Sammy. What's up? Is Doge Sol S a good portfolio? A very good portfolio. Extraordinarily good portfolio. So let me give you some really good news with S. So S just got rid, which is Sonic Network. Sonic just got rid of their old market maker they've been using since Phantom days, Winter Minute. They're replacing them right now. We don't know if we're going to go with Jump Capital or something like that. But right now, one of the reasons why the Sonic price has been going down a little bit is because they're returning capital back to the foundation. And there's been some selling of assets in order to bring back the capital they need in order to, basically like, well, here's all your money back, because basically when you have a market maker, you either pay them a set amount of money or you give them here's like $15-30 million to make sure that there's proper volume across everything that we need, from stables to the main coins themselves on chain. and on exchanges as well. So they're leaving Winter Minute and they're joining up with somebody else. It hasn't been announced just yet. So that's one of the reasons why the price has been going down. Right now, Sonic is 2 for $1. 2 for $1. 2 for $1. I'm only 14. All right, calm down now. Let's. I was gonna play retard alert, but I know that was mean. Never mind. But here, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Sonic right now. Last I looked this morning, it was 50 cents. Let's see what it's at right now. 49 cents. Even more money. I might have to do a DCA now. That's it. I'm doing DCA. Sub 50 cents. I just have to do a DCA. There's just no way around it. 49 cents. That means $1 gets you 2S. $1,000 gets you 2,000. You take a $15,000 loan, you get 30,000 Sonic. Interesting. So I think that's at a really good point in time right now in terms of like the market cap. I mean, this guy said Pepe. Let's see, Pepe right now is below 6. That's good. So it was up. Actually, let me look at market cap. Yeah, it was at 6.1. So it's done a nice little retrace down, like about 20% down. That's a decent entry point from here to anywhere to high 4 billion market cap range. Really decent interest, really decent place to kind of get into Pepe for a meme coin play. Let's look at Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not like it's not really going to fall too farther. I mean, I'd say like 4.8 billion's about weekly low right now. As long as like Bitcoin stays, as long as Bitcoin's above 100, we're Gucci. Ethereum still done pretty well over the last week and stuff. I mean, it hasn't given much back of its gain, so it's kept up pretty well. So that's good. Bitcoin's gotten a little weaker by like $1,000, but that's really not that much, really. Solana, let's look at Solana Milana, right? Solana Milana. Oh, look at market cap, sorry. 105. Pumped up here, and it's where did it peak out to? Yeah. It's not as big as a deal as I would like, really. 150, 140 is where I like, yum. But like, Solana is going to at least go to $600, at least $600-800. So this is not terrible. But this is where like you buy some cheap Solana, and then when the meme coin cycle starts up again, you know, you take profits back into Solana. Wow, my portfolio's never hit 6 figures before. Sell into Solana.
I don't know, Miguel. It seems like the prime time to take a screenshot.
Nigga! I look straight to your soul in your eyes. Wow, my portfolio's never hit 6 figures before. I've never been this happy. Uh-oh. Wow, my portfolio just hit $1 million for the first time. Wow, Bitcoin hasn't cracked $200,000 yet. You know. Bro, I just want to break even from buying in 2024. Dog, you will. Especially, dude, your name Pudgy Kevin, so I would imagine you have Pudgy Penguins. If not, that's a very unfortunate name. Pudgy Penguins has been doing very well because I believe because Pudgy Penguins is a part of its own other ecosystem as well. Okay. Yeah, take it down. Yeah, thank you. Can you? Okay, move it back up. Sorry, go. Yep. Dude, that screen is bothering me. How lagged that it is.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking annoying. Is it the TV itself or what is it?
It's the internet connection.
We need to get a bigger cable. We need something. We'll fix that up in a bit. Yeah. So let's see. Where did the low is? Right there around my birthday. Beautiful. Look at that shit. Not bad. 2 zeros and a 3. Now it's worth about a penny. Not bad. It's done a nice 3x. Where did it peak at? Yeah, wow. Did a big move, man. Big move. Basically did a 5x, came down to a 3x. Pudgy's going to $1 billion, a few $1 billion at least. At least. Especially with like not just the merchandise, it's working with Walmart. They have essentially built their own kind of L1, which is like their version. It's kind of like an NFT L1 in a way, where like for tokens and stuff, extract. It's interesting. The founder's like, I'm trying to beat all you faggots. Like, I'm trying to win. You know, when he talks with the confidence of this man.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it. And ukiangalia watu hapa, hakuna mwenye anaweza pita test ya corruption, including me.
Definitely. Do you think we start running when the course is live? What do you think we have it there? Every course is in its place for a reason. Like, you get on the gains train, or you walk out into poverty. I mean, it's easy as 1, 2, 3, ABC. You know, is Pudgy goodbye? I think now that it's retraced a little bit back down, it's a decent. It's not like an incredible buy, right? Because obviously April low. You know, I was screaming on here. YouTube lows, the lowest they've been this year. YouTube views back up to where they were beforehand, but during April. I was screaming every insult you could possibly imagine. I mean, I was going full like. Fuck the triple entendres. You know, I had the SSS portfolio. Sui Sonic, Solana, Pepe, Super Soldier Serum. Portfolio. The P stands for Pepe. Where's the E song? I have it. I have it. But if I play, I know, bro, dog, you can't find it anywhere. Dog. You have to download it off of Twitter and shit. I got it though. It's saved in the archives. It's never going to disappear off the internet as long as I'm alive. Anyway. Yeah, in April was the low. You were screaming, everyone. I know I looked crazy and shit. I was looking crazy and shit. I mean, I was getting like, it was kind of ridiculous. It was like my lowest viewership ever in 2025. I for the first time ever, I only did like, now granted, I started the stream at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
My bad. But like, I got 140 live. That's kind of, you know, usually I'm getting 300, 280, you know, even 240 sometimes. Sure, I mean, we all have problems sometimes, you know? But like, I was like, 140. Then I knew why the Moon Gang cried. Dude, if you're like, Miguel, I can't wait to be back in profit. Dog, if you're not in profit, right? Imagine the rest of crypto Twitter. Crypto YouTubers are dodging right now because like Solana just barely came back a little bit, and some memes just hit some plays right there. But like, how many nobodies have been like I fed motherfuckers, fed people with fat, fed people with nobody,
and
Deep Book, Sui, Ooey. I remember one stream it was $2.22. Right? Pull me up, Cal.
Yes, sir.
Beam me up, Scotty. Super Soldier Serum. Corruption. we're literally up $1.60 on it.
Yep.
That's pretty nice, right? $2. Look at that. Beautiful. Sui's gonna have like a back end really. It's gonna have like their version of Solana run.
Yeah.
But right now the ecosystem is still being kind of built out. It's pretty hollow. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's pretty thin. Like none of the meme coins, like I have like I haven't seen any light towards like the meme coins too much on Solana. I'm sorry, Jesus, Sui on Sui yet, but they're coming because like, you know, Sui's gonna do really well. The main L1 token, along with like Deep and Blue and a couple other like choice plays that are gonna be brought to you in the CMC. June says. But did I mention June 6th? Yes. but June 6th, basically, yes. It's gonna come out and stuff. What else we got here? What is up for the day? Bart token. Incredible. Sui, it's up a little bit. What's down the most? Come on, Sonic. Caspa. Yeah, Caspa hasn't done shit in a long time, dude. Obviously, we had a really good pump with Dog with Hat and stuff like that, and let's see how much he gave back. Actually, that'd be really interesting to see. So yeah, this big ass run right here. Pepe was winning until just recently, but then now it's crashed down a lot. Let's see, what do we got here? We came up to, let's look at market cap. 1.2 billion market cap. Yeah, lost about 300 million in market cap. Pepe loses that on the daily. I don't know. This coin's gonna do. I mean, it's kind of like the top. It's still the top coin on Solana, really. But like, is it really though?
It doesn't feel like it.
Nah, dog. I mean, nah, dog.
Nah, dog.
Nah, dog. Side dude. Every time I see crypto coffee, I'm like, side dude.
Hit him with it.
But Doge is gonna do very well, man. Let's look at DOG. H to the ISO. 100 billion. It's going to be the first meme coin to cross 100 billion market cap this cycle. The ETF is happening. It will happen before the end of August. 2 shares. More than likely, the pump will probably lead it into like 60-cent territory. I'd say that's a 3x. I'd already put it above 100 billion. But like, but Miguel, how is that possible? Well, during the 2-3 years we've been in a bear market, it's a permanently inflationary cryptocurrency. So there's more supply every year given to Litecoin miners. Litecoin miners. Did I mention also Litecoin will also get an ETF?
What?
What's an ETF? A boomer funds extraction method. That's what it is. It is a no. Basically, it's an ETF is essentially a financial product in which 401k or retirement money can be invested into. But it's also essentially electronic version of a stock. It's actually technically, I mean, like an ETF is really should just, I mean, really like a lot of these are just stock tickers essentially. But ETFs normally have been like funds where it's like you're buying on the S&P 500, which is like a little piece of 500 companies, or the NASDAQ. Or the Dow Jones, or the Russell's Fussels, 5,000. But yeah, let's see. Hit the like button. Will Harry Ye return to Sonic? I hope not. I'm staying away from that. Well, maybe I don't know. I jump in really quick. But you guys all fell for oil, and now we got spoiled milk. Incredible. Normies love Doge. I mean, it's got market value. I mean, normies love Bitcoin. I mean, like I play this meme quite a lot and stuff here and there, but mostly on like I love this meme here that I have on Bitcoin. Not because anything they're saying is bad. It's just it's true. It's like thinking for the long term. If you save a little bit of your money, 5-10% of your money, you put it in Bitcoin, just put it away, leave it in your fucking treasure. You're not going to be sad in 10 years. You're going to be like, thank God I wasn't a fucking nigga. Too much?
Oh, shit.
I didn't seriously start accumulating Bitcoin until like less than a year ago now, because I was just living kind of on fumes and reinvesting everything back into what I was building in my media space. And once I did start seriously, like I had enough extra capital to start putting away like 500 there, 1,000 there. It was an immediate, I think it's at like up 10%, 20% just on this little cycle here. And it's like, fine if it goes back down, but it's just crazy how scary it is from the outside. But once you're inside, it's like so refreshing and relaxing to know that, and this is the thing that all Bitcoiners know, and this is why Bitcoiners are such fun people, and you're a great example of this, is that I've noticed that when I meet Bitcoiners, they're just calmer. They're just chill, and they're not stressed like regular Americans, because I think most of us don't even realize how much of our daily like stress and tension is coming from financial instability, and this sort of subtle knowledge that the system has constantly got me on this, and most people don't realize they're on this treadmill of like, why is it that I can never afford anything? Why is it that I'm always trying to make rent and I'm always trying to pay my bills? And the moment you start to put more and more of your assets into Bitcoin, you don't even notice it at first, maybe if you're not paying attention to the tokenomics of why this is happening, but it's like, oh, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Because as this all gets harder, my number's going up in the background and I'm just chilling.
Check the name, bitch. It's dollar cost crypto. The people who are DCAing, even the guys who only DCA into fucking XRP are winning right now.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
If you're just consistently DCAing into your coins, the guys who DCA'd into PulseX during the lows, obviously it did go up, back down, and went down, right?
Yeah.
But over time, people are in profit. The thing is, people are then taking their coins, even their XRP. I've met an XRP guy recently where he's basically hasn't made any, he hasn't lost any money, hasn't made any money because he decided to put money. He was chasing pumps into HBAR, into Flare. Doesn't that kind of rhyme with Flare Up? Flare, Algo, and mistimed them and gave away XRP gains instead of staying put, right? That's what you got to choose. No, wait, we got to take shots. I'm not, it's you miss every shot you don't take, right? Nobody knows, Kyle. You have to cultivate nobody, Kyle. But why do you think, I like oil was a good for a second. Why do you think I haven't mentioned milk? Because of corruption. No. Well, it's just because I've been watching the charts, right? So let me pull this up real quick. Let me go to X screener. Pull my stream up, Kyle. Thank you very much. Does anyone ever click on this shit? Well, there's nobody, but that's a coin we know about. But like, do you ever like wonder who the fuck is clicking this shit?
Right?
Yeah, like who's clicking this? I mean, the history here, that makes sense, right? But like, who? It's like Diamond Hands. This one's the one. Air Goku?
It's Air
Yo,
Goku.
Air Jordans with billions. Kyle.
What Air Goku gonna be?
Think about synthetics, but Phi.
Oh.
Sudden Wilson. That looked like a Hexagon made that shit.
Sudden Wilson.
Feels trippy, man. What the fuck is all this horse shit here? No wonder people lose all their money. This coin's for men, and it's a dog fucking another dog in the ass.
They can't even see it. That's the funny part. Hold
on. No, dude. No. I wouldn't even try, dude. The universe, man. Goggles is just slowly getting bled down because its liquidity is tied very heavily to what? Sonic, right?
Yeah.
S. But also, I've been watching the wallets, right? Who the fuck are you supposed to be?
Who's Dylan?
Oh, hey. Oh. That's such a meta reference.
Yeah.
Was it Dragon Ball PP?
Dragon Ball PP.
Yeah, Dragon Ball PP is like, I have the strength of an ant if it was this big. Which is kind of funny because ants, depending on their weight, they can lift 100 times their weight or whatever. So like him actually going like this much was like substantially strong. So stupid. But anyway, it's been low. It's been getting sold off partly because S has gone down about 5 cents, give or take.
Yep.
But in reality, I've been watching these wallets. People have been going into milk and into other things. So people have been using some of their long-term hodl coins to pay for fucking lottery tickets, like this guy.
But I'm told to never stop gambling. Just to keep winning. Keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, not wrong. But I mean, you got to take shots and stuff like that. But I understand this is why fresh capital is always dollar cost crypto. You long-term position. I mean, I like shaved some off, right? I mean, I took a little off of nobody to go possibly into Bert and into Ponke and to Frog. That's kind of my main 4 meme coins right now on Solana right now. I still have a like. I looked at it the other day. I have like 30% left in my fat bag.
Fat
bag. A little bit of white, but that's just like trivial money. And the same thing with I still have a little bit of N2, but there's like retards in the N2 that just keep selling it off. I mean, it's just sometimes like it's just they just like they just they just don't want to see you win. It's crazy. Like that coin, like N2, especially how good their marketing was. You have a bunch of you have some retard whales and retard people in there that coin should be at least worth as much as fat was, or maybe it topped out earlier, but still worth $4 or $5 million today. It's fucking worth like 300 grand.
Yeah, it's like
for how good its marketing is. It's incredible. Like nowhere else do you get shit like this besides fat. Like here, I'll play a little like.
Leave me alone!
Nigga chain. Nigga chain. Nigga chain.
Did you bridge yet?
Did you bridge yet? Did you bridge yet?
Nigga Chain Laboratories.
Nigga chain. Some will bridge and others feel the pain. Nigga chain. AI layer 2 technology. Nigga chain. Quantum proof Gorillion TPS. Nigga chain. Leave the hood and make your mama proud. Nigga chain. The tech is real and you are missing out.
How are you making money on nobody? They take your profits on decentralized exchange. Like what? Okay, let me pull this one. Guy, how are you making money on nobody? They take all your profits on decentralized exchange like Radium. Well, okay. So I'm classically trained. So I buy low and then sell high. And then when it crashes down low, I check to see if it's still alive, and then I buy again. And then when it pumps up, I sell high.
Yeah, that's revolutionary.
You buy at 4 million market cap, you sell it at 40 million market cap. It's kind of some profit there.
Yeah,
it's kind of some profit there.
There's something there.
You buy fat. You buy fat, right? Which is this coin right here.
Hey, this is the day in the life of a fat.
Miguel, you're the one who pumped it. Dog, it was on Joe Rogan. Bought it at 64,000 market cap. It went over 22 million market cap. Oof. Started taking profits at 5 million market cap, where I said everyone on YouTube who were paying attention, hey, you guys, I'm selling here at 5 million market cap. I started DCAing out. So I don't know if you've done the calculations. If you invest in something at 64,000 market cap and it goes to 5 million, and then from 5 million it goes to 22 million, I don't know how much money that would be, but it's a lot.
But Mikhail, you're a 33 life pet.
I mean, thank you. But you're a 33 life pet, yes. Teaching you motherfuckers right now. Literally teaching you guys, man. I've been when I do talk, look, I don't talk about meme coins all the time, but when I do, it's our profit. I share the profit with everybody. No starvation. Actual gains. Damn, this fucking Red Bull is fucking strong today. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving sauce away, and like I give some of these plays, like some of these plays. There's plays I have inside the Citadel that I just keep in the Citadel or in other crypto mindset chats and stuff like that. But I gotta feed the streets because I gotta make sure you guys make it this cycle and make some money. And I just tell people to take profits back into Solana. Sorry, Kyle. Kyle ripped his headphone off.
I was like, holy shit.
First Pepe, then Goggles, then Fellas, then nobody. And N2, even N2 I bought really cheap. Actually, Kyle's the one who found N2, actually. What am I talking about? Yeah. You got into N2 where? Like
200K market cap.
Was it 200K market cap?
It was like 200, 100K.
No, I think you got it in at like 100K because I remember you being. I was pissed off at you. Like you got me in at 400, bro. Like you tell me now. Or I remember some bullshit. Yeah, W Kyle, and it's just good marketing and stuff. So that's one thing I do is I use Instagram and TikTok to find meme coin plays for not even Soul. They right now the communities on like on Sui just don't have that just yet. At some point they do. And why do I focus more on Instagram? Because of demographics. Miguel, what is a demographics? Well, here, let me tell you. Okay. So usually between the age of 25 to 45 are prime earning years, and usually when people's incomes go up substantially, where the average age of a person on TikTok is 14.
Yeah.
And you know what 14-year-olds don't have? Money. Unless, fuck these sheriffs. Anyway, there's this really funny meme of Conor McGregor looking like a leprechaun. He's like a midget and laughing like this.
He's just
dog. Me and Kyle have been looking for years for it. It's one of the funniest fucking things I just can never find. Kyle's still looking for it one day. If anyone can help, please help. Yeah, please. Email me at dollarcostcrypto@gmail.com. Yeah, Instagram is. I mean, dog. I mean, Instagram is full on Third Reich.
You should see TikTok.
TikTok's out here too, for sure. You know it's bad when both generations are like, I mean, both like. Technically, that's the Second Reich, right? No. Yes, because the First Reich was the Roman. Then it was the World War I army, which is still probably the best led military of all time. Which Germany decided to 1v1 the whole world.
Yep.
And almost won.
Twice.
Twice.
I mean, the second time.
Well, second time a little bit less. Yeah, but still. Japón. Japón was going blow for blow, rack for rack, band for band with the United States for a while, dog. Yeah. You know why Japón-ness lost? Charlie, cover your ears. They essentially ran out of oil and they were running out of metal essentially.
Yeah, they lost Philippines and
but it wasn't that Japan's greatest weakness always has been oil. Basically, it's just they have an island nation. I'm shocked at this point that they haven't conquered New Zealand or took in like Australia.
They could.
Australia's prime real estate right now, dog. I've been talking to Sterling. In my American empire, when I become president, Canada, you out of here. Mexico, absorbed. I'm taking it all the way to Panama.
So we're just going to ship everyone from Florida to Australia?
No. Okay.
Easily.
No. This is what we do. Okay. When we either diplomatically, economically take Australia, or we have to go militarily, which, sorry, but sacrifices must be made. I will mostly grab people from the tropics of Mexico and Florida.
Okay.
Mostly the Florida Everglades people.
All right.
Because these are the people primed in the most athletic. These people are like specimens. And these specimens will be on the front lines in Australia because they can survive the harsh climate, the craziness. Like, we take Australia, because the UK fumbled. They fumbled everything from India. Fuck. You let a woman rule your kingdom and you lost it all, dog. All of it, dog.
Sounds about right. I
take Australia and I take New Zealand just for the hobbits, for fun. Why don't we have Australia? They speak English. They all live on the coastline. No, there's some crazy shit that Sterling actually told me. Sterling Cooper, shout out to him, bro. He told me there was a project in the 70s where they were going to divert a bit of the ocean to make it go through. No, it was like a river and an ocean, right? They were going to divert it. It was basically going to be a huge land project, the size of the Panama Canal sort of level, where they were going to essentially allow create a new river, a new ocean river and stuff to actually allow because a lot of the land in the center part of Australia is worthless. It's useless.
Yeah.
Basically, outside of for mining, basically.
Yeah.
So they were going to, obviously they were scouting this out, and it could have actually transformed Australia where could have been more, arable and could have been farmed, and also would have been cooler because you have a nice river, basically, right? And probably still a good idea. But hey, What's the chat saying? I haven't even looked. Modern day Japan couldn't conquer anyone but themselves. I mean, Manchuria would beg to differ, and Korea would beg to differ, and Philippines would. I mean, a lot of places would beg to differ.
It'd take like 3 generations for them to get back.
Yeah, shit. One plushies for all.
Be honest, South Korea is where Japan would.
Will we see Doge this year? It is very likely, Joel. So yeah, very, very, very likely that we will see $1 Dogecoin. With a $1 Dogecoin, everything is possible. 42 billion, $69 billion Pepe. As it was foretold by the Dead Sea Scrolls. Welcome to the party. Dog, man. The real ETF, the real banger ETF, it's going to be Solana ETF, or it's going to be fucking XRP, lol. It's going to be Solana, but it's really going to be Doge, because when the Doge one goes off, dog, it is meme season. And meme season means alt season anyway. Yeah. Like, because the volumes go crazy, the DEXs start going up, the L1s start being used. My God. Do you see the Fed cutting in June or kicking the can down the road? At this point, bros, it's going to be July. They're being bitch made, but they're going to have to start cutting. I've talked to a lot of real estate people. I mean, look, they're going to have to start cutting before the midterms, politically speaking. They just have to. All the business that is being generated, right? So look, I don't know if you guys have heard kind of what like some of the I guess like presidential laws that like Trump has passed recently. One of them with like I don't know why the stock market kind of reacted negatively to this, but it had to do with pharmaceutical drugs. Since the United States, I mean, we have one of the largest. I mean, we do have the largest pharmaceutical companies on the planet. We produce 80+% Pareto principle. Look at that. 80+% of all drugs that are invented, created, and used that are helpful for society are created in the U.S. of A, not in France, not in not in India. I don't know. Did you have one for UK?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Or the rest of Europe. Oh. It's created in the U.S. of A. It's created in the U.S. of A. But basically, we're subsidizing. Basically, like, our healthcare is free. Dog, we're subsidizing your healthcare, dogs. So here's what we're going to do. The U.S. consumer will pay no more than the cheapest country you sell the drugs to.
What?
So, as an example, he made the example like he's like, I've got a fat friend, real fat, successful businessman. He takes the fat shot, Ozempic, in New York. It's $1,300 per capsule or tube or whatever, right? Coke can. And he went to the UK and it was $30 by the same company. So basically, by law, if let's say Ozempic was $30 in the UK, we can only pay $30 for Ozempic now. Ozempic's going to go, hold up, wait. They're like, okay, they're going to start doing some calculations and renegotiating with every country. Say, hey, dog, I'm sorry, but Ozempic's now $130. So basically, now the U.S. consumer is going to have like an 80 to 50% reduction in all medications now, which is incredible. And the rest of the world is going to have a 40x increase on the medications.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
My nigga Chain AI Layer 2. Give a fuck about what your bitch think. Give a fuck about what a broke nigga think. Give a fuck about what your mama think. This is Nigga Chain.
Isn't it crazy that we have to fly to different countries to get like dental, Turkish Airlines,
Mexican
Colombia.
dental.
I don't know where we're going to Colombia. I know where we're going to Colombia for, but like,
Well, women go for BBLs.
It's not in Tijuana.
They go TJ. They go Colombia. They go Argentina.
Gotcha.
Anywhere in Brazil.
Yeah, I would take some profits in the Doge before the ETF. Yeah, it could happen on the ETF. You have to There's two. There's either during it or right before the announcement. Well, the announcement, there's gonna be a big pump. So on the announcement day, of course, you take profits on Doge, and it's gonna come down. You buy back in, and then later on it'll run up to see what kind of volume we're getting because it's going through 2 shares and stuff like that. Mexico for dentists and stuff, right? Colombia is actually really good for stem cells, actually, which I'm actually considering going to Colombia for stem cells, actually, for my lower back. I had like a student of mine that like completely healed himself with like stem cells and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And it's pretty well recommended. So, but who created that? Dun, 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 dun. It was, if I had to look, 80% chance it was the United States. 10% chance it was Europe. And then 5% and 10%, the 5%'s other. Or 10%'s other. Of course, the Chinese have been creative stuff, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they haven't created stuff, but it's crazy like how much we pay. Like let's just say the stem cells, let me throw a number out there. Let's say the stem cells cost 11 grand.
Mm-hmm.
And the United States, it'd be like 55, 60,000. That's a whole lot of goggles.
Yeah.
Like, pull me up, Cal. Like, oh, whoops. That's a lot of goggles. 273,000 goggle tokens. Or instead, no goggles.
Oh.
Where would the economy benefit most from this money? In the goggles chart. That's correct. That's correct. Or the E-hex chart or the P-hex chart. I don't know. Let's look. Okay, wait. Imagine if you're going to spend 50,000 to help yourself. What if you got a better price and then you put the rest of the money into something here? I don't know how much does $40,000 buy me. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 1.1 billion pulse X. That's a bag. That's a bag. That's a very big bag. How much do stem cells run? Depending on where you go, but like, you can actually get them a little cheaper than that, actually. But if you want to go to like a really advanced clinic and stuff, where they're like it's a whole thing. It's sort of like if you go to Turkish Airs.
Yeah.
Turkish Airlines, like guys are like, I mean, they fly. It's kind of funny. They have entire things where like, I don't know, what do you call it? I guess it's like medical tourism. Yeah, medical tourism. Medical tourism. Okay, terrorism.
Medical terrorism.
That's a long meme.
Yeah.
It's so dangerously close to Oni-chan.
I know.
Dog, it's like one fuck up. Anyway, where's the okay. Yeah, Stem Cell Institute, Panama. Yeah, there's Panama, but I don't trust. I thought that shit happened to Richard Hart, bro, and all that stuff, man. Fuck Panama, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Randy. But like, Hilarski. But like, fuck Panama, dog. That's why I was like, I mean, with all this fuck shit's been happening, dog, shouldn't the United States just fucking, I mean, all right, let me tell you stupid things of history. Do you know at one point, Guatemala offered itself for purchase to the country of Mexico, and they said no. If they're offering you a country to buy, you buy it.
Never say no.
How many more Guatemalas they make? No mores. No mores, right? Super stupid. They offered Baja.
Yeah.
You know what's his name? He was the governor of Minnesota for a little bit. He was he was in Predator and stuff.
Ventura, Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura. Baja. Baja, right? Baja, they offered Baja, like, so during the tequila crisis, right? Like, Mexico needed money and stuff, so they offered to California and the rest of the United States, Baja California. They said no! Are you retarded?
Imagine Cabo, dog.
Oh my God. More luxurious, more beachfront property.
Another Big Sur?
And no, fuck the beachfront. I mean, sure, that. Think about all the extra fishing.
Uh-huh. Ports.
You always buy the land. If they offer you the land, just buy. I mean, like, dog. I mean, like, hey, we're a small country because Guatemala at the time, I think, was like 2 million people left or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're just like, buy us for 100 million.
See?
I don't know. I mean, like, hey, can I just give you guys oil and pay you over time and stop? I'd be like, I'd work something out.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you add all that land? Because like, there's mineral rights. Just the mineral rights alone. Lumber.
Yeah.
Lumber. There's nobody there anymore.
Chop Lorax and shit. Chop everything.
Oh my God. How far is Big Sur from Monterey?
45 minutes to an hour. It kind of depends on traffic.
Well, if you're going, let's see. 25 minutes is the fastest.
Because you're going on the one, right?
You go on the one, and you have to go up the hill, and you got to go all the way down
to Carmel.
And I guess it is 40 minutes.
45 to an hour. It depends always on traffic.
But it's beautiful. Yeah, Highway 1's really beautiful. That bridge is there's so much landslides happen in Big Sur. I wouldn't live in Big Sur, man.
Yeah.
I visited tons of times, but like, no, thank you.
This is a sick restaurant. Oceanside.
US got so many good land deals. But here's the other thing. Other countries also had land deals.
Yeah.
They just didn't take them because they're... Which one should I use? Nigga! They're just dumb. I mean, you always do it, the car week. How's 17-mile drive?
It's nice.
It's longer than 17 miles.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I worked on 17-mile drive for a long time. That's a lie.
Yeah.
It's twists and turns everywhere. The main road's nice. The off-roads are fucking jank. For how rich these people are, goddamn, the roads are...
Dark as hell at night.
And you want some fucked up shit? They used to be all Japanese land they stole from people during the internment camps.
Yep.
Little known hidden secret.
That's why the Japanese guy that owned
it used to be mostly Japanese land. They had some huts there, but it was Japanese. Like the Japanese owned it, and it was mostly a dumping ground for trash from the 1890s, maybe 1890s, maybe like early 1900s. And then when World War II happened, they just took the land from them and they just started building up these these things there. Yeah. What makes coins like HBAR, XLM, Flare fake coins? Well, it's not that they're fake; they're real coins. They're using technology that was created by Ethereum and Bitcoin essentially. But it's just the reason they're fake coins is because cryptocurrency is supposed to be about decentralization and being free, not being monitored. And these coins are objectively onboarding banks, and institutions, and governments into cryptocurrency, which is, in a way, they're creating barbed wire fence and kind of, just stopping the Wild West and eventually ending the gold rush because of their greed. And it's really just the founders and the actual insiders that make most of the money because for the longest time, coins like XRP, right, as an example, didn't really do. I mean, it's a round trip for 7 years.
Yeah.
The 2017 cycle did okay. If you bought the exact bottom or close to the bottom in 21, you made a little bit of money, but you could have made money dimes a dozen easier on everything else. Bitcoin, Ethereum, especially Ethereum, it went from $78 to $4,800. Let me show you. XRP did not do that. Bruh, did not do that. Bruh. XRP trash. Watch, I'll even show you. Bruh, on the chart. Bruh, XRP not good. Bruh, they're just dumping on your heads. Bruh. XRP only reports the coins they sell because they were under scrutiny from the SEC, bruh. Now that the SEC lawsuit's gone, bruh, they now are no longer going to tell you when they dump their tokens on your head, bruh. Be happy. As stupids. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, let's go to right about here. Let's go about the current price. Okay, so it peaked out here. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's just go the whole chart right here. So obviously, anyone got into XRP down here made a lot of money. So that was a good run. Look at that.
Bro.
When you asked me 17, how good was 17? That's how good it was. Long dick style. It was incredible. Okay. So it bottomed out here roughly in, actually, no, it actually kept crashing deep into 2020, which is that's pretty crazy actually. But
yeah.
So at 14 cents. Oh, okay, let me just take it a little closer. Okay. About $1 something. So it effectively did like a 10, maybe 11x. Mm-hmm. Okay. Respectable, but there's more coins that did more gains. I mean, Ethereum alone did a 50x. Ethereum, the number 2 cryptocurrency in the world. Okay, then it crashed here. Where did it crash? Let's see, probably around here, right? Okay, 33 cents. $3. So it did another 10x, and now it's gone down. So this cycle, it's faring a lot better, but you have to understand, like, wasted time, like basically this good investment, that kind of a not that great of investment. And you know, most people, they don't buy the exact lows because they don't know what they're doing. So they're kind of DCAing all over the place. So their average is not 14 cents. I would probably say it's closer to 50 cents. So it's like the whole thing is like they and then because they didn't pump as much as they thought it, because everyone thought it was going to pump to like this $3 zone. A lot of people didn't take profits, and then it got sold down right here, and then it rebought back. So a lot of people just kind of washed out their money. So they essentially, a lot of people, the average person XRP kind of didn't make money for, I don't know, let's go from 2018 till 2024. That's 6 years. And throughout this, billions of XRP were sold off by the Ripple company in order to pay for the lifestyles of the rich and Pepe, of Brad Garlinghouse and the founder of XLM, who also was a co-founder who had billions of tokens. And the only reason we know this is because they were public about their coins being released, because they were trying to get regulatory clarity from the SEC. And now that they no longer need that to do, because they got free and cleared now, rightfully so, for sure, somewhat, but now they are no longer going, they're going to start hiding and kind of not disclosing their cells. So now that it's pumped up finally after 6 years to here in the zone, to $2 zone, the billions that they have unlocking, a lot of profit take is going to be taken out, of course. Hopefully it can go high with an XRP ETF. They finally have retards from boomers for exit liquidity, and they could maybe this can get up to like $5 to $10, but it's such a very large amount of market cap, and you have guys who are true believers. I'm not shitting on people because, like, hey, they deserve this pump. Like XRP guys who did 6 years of DCAing, didn't make any money, deserve this money right here. The people who DCA'd for 6 years, even though this was a fucking lost decade in crypto. That's a long time, you guys. 2018 to 2024, almost 25, almost 7 years, ladies and gentlemen, deserve this. And but like, let's just say they didn't. Their average was 60 cents, because like obviously you bought 14 cents, you bought 50 cents, you bought here, you bought here. Let's just call their average 60 cents. They're now $3, but they DCA'd for 6 years. They got a multiple. They got a 5x on their money after so many years that they have a lot of profit. No wonder when it hit $3, it crashed back down, because wouldn't you cash something out if you've been fucking dollar cost averaging for 6 motherfucking years with no fucking money? Your wife's about to leave you. You know, your wife's boyfriend's about to leave us. And, you know. But yeah. But what would you do?
2,000 years later.
You would sell. Because if this didn't happen, at some point, I think the hypnosis would wake up a little bit, right? Maybe I'm crazy. You think Hex is bad? You think Pulse Chain's been bad? Oh my God, man. So, Mish, why is the founder not caring about price hazardous? Here at Starbucks, we do not care about the shareholder. We care about now obviously as like product experience. There's this whole thing, consumer. So basically, okay, if the founder said, like, let's say I was a founder of Starbucks allegedly, right? And we have the Starbucks stock, right? I do not care about profit. We just care about making enough money just to basically keep the business afloat. And we're just trying to provide the best coffee on the planet. It sounds great on paper, but for you, then, so why the fuck am I putting any money into you guys at all? There would be zero growth on Starbucks at all. Means no money. That's why you care. When the founder's like, I'm all about the tech. The tech's very important. Also getting filthy fucking rich. Or building up the middle class, or building up the middle class of my people, or basically building up wealth over time. because the best XRP Infinite Sukagumi.
That's exactly what it is.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
10,000X always looking for it.
Oh my god, this was promised me 4,000 years ago. Which was this one? Yeah. Okay. That one I actually think will get copyrighted. So what's wrong with XRP? It's mostly it's because it's an enemy to crypto. It really is. They're onboarding banks and stuff. Instead of us creating new crypto banks and creating new institutions and getting our piece of the pie, we're just giving the pie back to the same fucking people who had it always.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand there has to be some work, right? Because the centralized world and the real world they're two different entities. So there has to be some bridge there, of course. But we're giving the same old faggots the power back. Because they can play the long game on you guys. They ain't gonna win on me, but they're gonna win on a lot of you guys. Not my guys in my chat, but people who are into XRP. And they're basically, the empire is being funded by XRP retards. Truly. The evil empire is being funded by Flare and HBAR and Algo. Mind you, the faggot at the SEC, Gary Gensler, was a huge proponent of Algorand. And it was like, whatever Gary Gensler likes, I don't like. He liked that. The guy who went on the island? Why did you go on the island? It's like, well, Miguel, why don't you even Somi has shut up about Chainlink.
Yeah.
So Chainlink does this, is running the same playbook XRP does. I sell coins on top of the users. Now, I'm not normies love XRP. That's why I don't follow the normies. Like I had a meme right here. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it. It was like, of course it says the word N-word in it. But it's like, what was it? It's like, it's got 1,000 people going this way, one dude going this way, and it was like, yo, dog, where are you going? He controls the crypto price because the best look. Why does everyone love Apple so much? Sure, the products are good, right? But stock price goes good. They make a lot of money. They can use that money to then make the products better. There's structural advantages to your stock going up high. If your stock's very, very high in price and keeps going up, Nvidia can get infinite loans, infinite money, infinite Soki Yumu. But yes. Oh, shout out to Crypto Boogie, man. Like and subscribe. Hit the monkeys to the channel, bro. Thank you, bro. $50 super chat. Jesus. Trying to buy me brewskis. But I want the sad part is I know there's a bunch of retards in XRP. I want them to win because they've suffered. Like the Jews out of Egypt for 40 years. For a cycle and a half, they've suffered. Cycle and a half. Bro, I got into crypto in 2016. For like 2/3 of my life in crypto, they've suffered through the deserts of Egypt to find oasis. I don't know why it took so long. 40 years is a long time. But hey, it's crypto years. But 6 years wandering the desert for a pump, and they finally found one. It makes sense. Thanks for that. No, bro. People don't know this shit. XRP is forming a giant W pattern straight to zero. It's not going to go to zero. I mean, there's always retards. Like there's infinite Tsukiyomi retards out here that'll buy XRP. The standard, and it's mostly fooling. Basically, they're using fundamental analysis, FA, circle jerk, hype. Visa, the whole Visa network is going to use this. You don't understand. Over 2/3 of banks are using the XRP ledger right now. As soon as they turn on the tax, the gains $589 per XRP is here. One day, 5 Latinas and 1 British bitch and 3 Russian blondes, virgins in heaven will jerk you off. Back to Starbucks example. Can the founders increase and lower the price? Yes, by saying good things and saying stupid things. The founder of Starbucks. God damn it, our coffee tastes like shit. Man, people who drink Starbucks are retarded.
Starbucks stocks go up.
Let's hire a bunch of transgenders. You know, versus this. Look, I've taken over as CEO of Starbucks, allegedly, and our coffee tastes kind of bad. One of the things I'm focusing on is increasing the quality of our product, as well as continuing the expansion of Starbucks across the planet. Just like in Coca-Cola, it is the most known beverage and product on the entire planet. Even Aborigines know what a Coca-Cola is. One day, I hope to have Starbucks on the same level as McDonald's. And that, you see, that's price goes up. That's future. That's hopium. That's growth. Starbucks is fine. No more growth. Paper cups, which is in Monterey. They had paper cups, Kyle.
Yeah. Wait, even
it made me not want to
even
drink
for the
it.
ice?
Dog.
No.
Dog, everything. It was horrible, dog. You got to kill a couple turtles, bro. I mean, Trump said it, bro. Drill, drill, drill. We got more super chat, man. Roderick Warren with the $5 boogie super chat. Do you think Whale and Brush can do numbers? Brush can do numbers. I don't hold any Whale at all. It's just not a coin I'm betting on. It'll do numbers. I mean, like if Sonic goes up a lot, Whale will do good, of course. But Brush is held by all the top whales. Andre likes it a lot. Paint's going to be used to distribute the airdrops, the multiple seasons of the airdrops of the 200 million Sonic tokens that'll be distributed. So Brush is going to do numbers. It's a token that I'm constantly yield farming, building my bags, not selling it. And yeah, I mean, I generate quite a lot of Brush every day just from all my farms. And then I just, what I do? Do I sell the Brush? No, I keep the Brush. I paint the charts. What happened, Miguel? Sonic, you keep dumping. And I started Indian and I went Chinese. I went Chinese there for a second. Sonic has new market maker. The new market maker is selling off assets for new market maker to then pump price. Kunatge. The Phantom Bridge hack that happened, multi-chain, has officially. I can't even fucking do the voice to do that shit. I tried so hard, Kyle. You know the multi-chain hack that happened on Phantom last cycle? Michael Kong has announced that the money is being returned right now to everybody.
Jeez.
So we're about to have hundreds of millions of dollars back. Well, I don't know why I felt like I sounded like when I said that I sounded like what's her name? Oprah. That's how I felt like I sounded right now. I was like, you get a car, you get a car. But yeah, there's giant candles like you're buying it for $2 for $1. You'll soon enough be paying $5 for $1. They ain't Arby's. How much money we made on Shadow recently? A lot. Bought X33. And I told you guys. Dude, I mean, people on shorts people on short comments are retarded. Like, they really are, bro. Like it's
they're normies.
They are normies. I mean, I initiate the normies, we get them out of here, but god damn, dog. I mean, stupids. Jordan, don't put that as a reel. But like, as an example, right? Like the price of Sonic was basically where it's at right now, right? Wait, 41 cents for a second, right? This crashed to where? $22. I'm sorry, went a little over $19. $18. This candle right here, I bought the fuck out of this candle. Where is it at today? I bought it $22. Where is it at today? More than a 2x. Money. Where's Sonic today? 50 cents. Tastic. You'll learn fortitude. But let's look at Shadow. As you can tell. Oh, wait, hold up. One of my side pieces texted me. You think I'm joking? I'm not. Okay. Well, incredible. All right. So what is this? Okay, I think that shows the wrong price chart on that one. My bad. Actually, I'll just go to the main Sonic page. Okay. 3 month. Yeah, this is 4 month, a little better. Oh, told people to buy at $5. It went up to 200. This isn't showing. It went up to 200. It went up to $200. Then crashed. Then boomed. Then crashed again. Where did I buy? Kyle-san. Kyle-san, where did I buy?
Down low.
Here, that's right, correct.
I FOMO'd in at 200.
There was.
There's some guy that FOMO'd in at 200. Saw that shit run up.
Miguel, coin at all-time high. Time to ape? No. Every time I hear him, Miguel, Sui just broke its all-time high at $10. Do I buy it right now? Well. Look at what we got here. Another noob. Coming here to daddy, huh? Okay. I waited for the dip for Sui. Sui's back at $5 now. Are you sure this bull market is still continuing? Oh. Really? Namaste. 500? No. Went from 500 to 2. I mean, what's the math on that shit? 20. Did a 40x in a week. Time to ape. Bah. Yield farm? Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, APRs. APRs hot. Wait, don't even. APRs hot. Nah, I should use a different voice. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah. Hail Pepe. Like, as an example, right? Pull the screen up one more time, Kyle. Like here, right? Like, watch this. It crashed, and then it's like, wow, it's at $30. I think it did go. I remember this. It went a little lower. Like charts are paid. It always goes a little. It wicked a little lower than that. But let's say you could have bought it in the 45 range. That would have been decent. It would have decent run up. You would have 2x. Let me pull my profits out. Held it. Oh crap! And then maybe you would have started DCing here at 30s and down here, and then you'd be in profit. Even in that story, you'd be in profit, and then you're yield farming on Google's and Chateau and
Shadow Zero
USDC C, which used to be DCE. At any point, you guys can stop me. Ridiculousness. Now, Hail Pepe, that's right. Let me see any of the comments. Shadow going, summer. How high is Shadow going? Dog. Going.
It's going.
I mean, worst case, it's going back to 200, but it's going to take. So, we hit 200 off of like $1. No, yeah. Like, let's just say, like, Sonic's local all-time high is $1.40. Okay, $1.40. Told people to take profits at $1.20 and $1.30 and $1.40. Anyway, went to 140. Oh, one of the comments I get all the time. This dude's always saying he's doing this. Bitch, check the tape. It's there. Like, where? I'm not going back to show you. Tons of hours. But anyway, okay. So if Sonic goes back to $1.40, that's basically a 3x, basically. A little less than a 3x, but let's just call it a 3x, right? because there's more supply of Shadow, Shadow's going to do very well. So let's just say Shadow will at least do the same move that it does. So if let's just say we're at $1.40, it'd probably end up somewhere here to here. But why doesn't it go back to the all-time high of like $180 or $200? Because there's more supply out now, because there's emissions and there's X3. It takes more to move it, right? So once we go to $2, that's where we can hit back the local all-time high. And if Sonic can break to 220, 230, 240, we're in some
Sonic
crazy zone, dogs. And then I'll give more instructions at the time.
Dude, $10 Sonic? Bro.
Been picking up and guess where I bought Sonic at? Well, Phantom technically.
Phantom, yeah.
16 cents. 16 centavos. Y ya vale 10 $10. That'd be so funny if Sonic tops out at $24. I'd be like, yo, dog, Sonic is $24? Hold up. $24 with $24. I'd be like, I should have known that was the top. I had $24 on. Sonic was at $24, but when I had $24 on, should have known, you guys. Where does X33 land in here? Well, over time, it's so right now its ratio is about it. So X Shadow, it's about 1.53. X Shadow equals 1, X33. At some point in time, it will hit the two ratio later this year. Let me go back to X33 for a second. Pull me up, Kyle.
Yep.
Okay. So we look at age, right? The average age, 3 months. So basically, this is a 3-month-old asset at the longest. Let me see. Yeah, 3-month-old asset at most, right? 3 days, 12 days. 3 months, 12 days. And so this was created sometime in early February, right? The 1st or 2nd. And in 3 months, it's gone from 1-for-1, 1 X Shadow, which you were getting 2x yield for, which I converted a lot into X33. Now it's 1.5. So I have a 50% gain in all that yield farming when the yield farms are really high. But eventually that's going to be for 2-for-1, which will then make it equal to the price of a Shadow token. But because that ratio keeps growing over time, eventually X33 can become worth more than Shadow. Shadow, when you hold X33, you get points for holding it. It's nothing crazy. I think it's like maybe 1 or 2 points per one you hold every day. But hey, fuck, man,
stacks up.
More of an airdrop. So that will happen this year at some point. Obviously, when volumes go down, it slows down a little bit. But when we have a nice little, Solana, Sui, Sonic seasons in the summer, mid to late summer, the volume picks up, the burning goes crazy. Some people are like taking the 50% every time they do buybacks to increase the price up. So the exchange is making a ton of volume interest from the volume. They're getting tons of interest from voting APRs, and then on top of that, they're getting a ton of interest from all the people in emergency unstaking their X Shadow, taking the 50% haircut to turn into Shadow. So all that X Shadow gets converted back into buying pressure for X33, which will ratchet up the X pool up to eventually over 2. So where can we end up? I had a little. I mean, in the beginning, I said this in kind of mid-February once I kind of figured out the process of X33. I kind of said, well, by the end of the year, I think would be at somewhere like 2.2. 2.2 X Shadow equals 1 X33. So that would put like a 10% premium over Shadow, probably. Maybe a little. That could be low now. I mean, like, so we've been around 3 months. Another 3 months, you could probably get another 30%. Maybe over 6 months, which will put us somewhere very close at the end of the year. It could then be at the 2. So maybe at the end of the year, but when it gets interesting, if this cycle leads into 26, you have X33 being worth maybe 2.5, 2.7. That gives us a 35% premium over Shadow. Interesting. But yeah. What's your fragrance of the day, homie? You already know. Ask your bitch. I'm fucking with you, bro. Oh, man. Shout out to Boogie, man. Boogie's my dog. That's your bitch. Fuck you, homie. It is What was it? Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus right now. 2000. I think it's 21. Yeah.
2021 batch.
2021 batch. It's a pretty good batch. My one dude, like Boogie be sending me the gayest shit on Instagram, dude. It's consistently gay memes. Like I'm going to get worried for the homie. Well, all right. Anyway, we got Austin Leclerc. I know. Got an extra 2K. Where should I put it for a 10x right now? Sonic Near. Honestly, for a 10x, wow. An easy 10x if nobody dropped to like 18 million, 20 million, I think that would be a decent place to put it. But it'd have to be something much lower market cap because because a lot of the L1s are already very high in price already. Even something like a Sui, right? For it to like the 10x, $30, it put it into like a really big stratosphere of billions. So you would need Bitcoin to be solidly above, or at least 180K, but it'd probably have to be like $200,000 plus to get those kind of prices. Crow could do it, but it's a waiting game where you don't know what's going to happen finally with that and stuff like that. Radium could actually hit, Could actually hit. EHEX, believe it or not, or PHEX could do that kind of move at some point. Like a 10x is not impossible. Pre-Richard Hart back on streams. I mean, he comes back with the whole ecosystem 2x's off of one stream. Because it's like, oh my God, Richard's not dead. And what happens when he's in full back and forth? Interesting. Things could happen. Non-crypto friend randomly sent me a reel of it. A reel of what? Let's see. Gas shitty memes, but it's the AI startup fat. Yeah. Actually, you know what? PGC could do it.
PTGC?
Yeah. Grays could do it. Yeah, they could do it. That's a good one. Let your slippage 6%. Keep going. JP, DC, late to the stream. What's the best extra strategy for the cycle for PulseX and Pulse Chain? When everyone in Pulse Chain is flexing, look at all this shit I bought. Look, I have a real girlfriend. Hexflex. You start seeing hashtag Hexflex. You start seeing people happy. Abort.
When the strippers start knowing Hex.
When you start having like these guys' accounts with like no faces and stuff, just in the hexagon accounts, posting screenshots of like how much their hex is worth or how much Pulse Chain's worth now in dollars. Did I miss any super chats, Kyle?
Yeah.
Random $2. Still buying ILV and Hex? Hex, yes. ILV, I've got my bags set for a long time now. I've had them. So there you go. Can you check the chart of Brett and Mog? Sure. Brett's pretty much the only real decent coin on what's that fucking called? Base protocol. Go ahead, show this. Oh, yeah, I have to share them. My bad. Let me show a better Bert on Solana. I think this one's gonna run back up here, bro. 3 cents. What did it have? I don't know. I don't know if this one can go. Like, I feel like this one can. Let's see how did it go in 17. Yeah, I think because at this price right here, it was at 340 million market cap, and it crashed back down. But I do think this one can run back up to that level, especially if Solana runs. But anyway, which was the coin he wanted to see?
Mog.
Okay, let's look at Mog. I'm guessing there's so many mogs. Which one? I'm guessing that's the highest market cap
Yeah,
one.
that's probably the highest one.
Let me see what's the oldest one. Right, this one right here. Gay.
The Pit Viper.
Classic. See what we got here. A whole lot of zeros. Look at that. April 9th. April 7th. It's literally the bottom. It's the whole, I'm telling you, that was the bottom, but like where I was like, oh fuck, we're in alt season was the 25th. I was like, oh, we're on, bro. Like, man. Let's see what it is. Let's see. 25. 3x, 4x, damn near. Should do very well. It's not dead. It's actually, I'd be scared of seeing a chart of a coin and it's just flat as fuck. Not even got a hedge on. People have done very well with this. Higher highs, big crash. This is the biggest crash it's had so far, but it also had a very, very large run. It repeated level. The difference with this one is that it peaked really high, but its crash should have been somewhere like here or here, except it went even lower. So it created like it bottomed out very violently. So yeah, and literally its market cap would have been what? It would have been like sub 100 million market cap when it crashed at the bottom there. So it's done a very nice run recently. Hopefully you get a red day. You can catch it a little lower. Hopefully you can catch it below 300 million market cap. But it's alive, so it's gonna run again for sure. Just like a lot of the other kind of coins on here as well. Hey, 50 billion hedge drawn is now $50. It's not bad, bro. It's I mean, like at some point he's gonna come out with the V2 or V2, V3 hedge run, and basically it's gonna get rid of a ton of hedge run supply. So the coin will do good. I bought some hedge run cheap, even though I'm joking around about it. Yeah. My last 10K I have to buy heavy Sui or Sonic. Thanks, bro. Well, what do you have in your portfolio?
What do you have more of?
What do you have more of? I don't have any Sui. There's your answer. How many X's on raise? 0. It's going to 0. Muted my screen?
I mean, I can bring it back up.
Oh, I thought you muted my mic. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're
no,
good,
no.
you're
Oh,
good.
okay. I know I'm late. How do I get Shadow? You buy Sonic token on Kraken, crypto.com are the main two sources. And you buy Sonic token, which is about 50 cents right now, 49 cents. It's going to be 51 cents because the exchanges rip you off, but it just is what it is. You're getting 2 for $1. You buy a couple $100 of Sonic tokens. Then you use this website right here. Let me get it for you. Use this website right here, shadow.so. It's doing it's doing the Roman salute. Up and to the right. Anyway, so basically there, it'll on your MetaMask, it'll ask you to, hey, would you like to add Sonic Network to your RPC? Click yes, approve. And then you then copy the little Ethereum address it says on the MetaMask and then send a small amount of Sonic to it. If this shows up, then you send the rest of your money. Never send all your money in one shot, especially if you're brand new. And now you use this website and you're able to then sell Sonic token for Shadow.
You.
And happiness. Are you getting any extra shards on PaintSwap? They're 100. I've stayed out of the shard game, but like the one shards I regret not getting more of is like I could have bought a ton of was like they were like on such a dirt discount because I think a lot of people didn't know they were for sale. Whereas like Beats had shards and they were selling for so dirt cheap. I think they've repriced a little bit recently. Okay, so Brett or let me look at Brett. Pull up my screen, Co.
Yep.
Same day, look at that, literally. 2 cents, 3x, come down. I think Brett's a better deal. More of a chance it could maybe possibly get onto Coinbase. And it's a much larger market cap token. I think more people know about it. It's basically the main meme coin on Base protocol right now. And eventually, you know, like we'll see if they create a token, but it looks like they're gonna have the tokenized version. Tokenized stock is going to be the base token, which is probably how they're going to send the coin stock ticker really high and stuff. So I probably choose Brett over Mog, but Mog can pump pretty. I mean, they're both going to pump very well. I mean, this has done a really, look at that move. My God. 19 cents, crashed here to 6 cents, crashed here, pumped here to 22 cents. So it's just going from 6 to 22 is already, I mean, it's a decent amount of multiples already. This can go many billions, especially with a nice Bitcoin run and stuff. And if we're really going crazy with her, because Ethereum runs hardcore, Aerodrome runs hard. A lot of the Aerodrome people just pump money into Brett because they need a meme coin play. Yeah. Austin Leclerc, S near Soul, Bull Bear predictions, TY. I've already had like a short term one for like S. I thought about $8. $5 would be bad, but like $8 is kind of like the low end side there for myself. Near protocol, Near just has to kind of wake up right now, but I mean, I think Sui's taken a little bit of Near's like pump away a bit, but like I think Near's going to pump along with the AI narrative because they've essentially kind of rebranded back into AI. You're going to give them some sort of unique sort of play, but they're a US based chain, so they'll benefit from, you know, the US side. They're Y Combinator, so eventually at some point that's going to come into play, but the Y Combinator guys are not as in bed as like the PayPal Mafia guys are with the Trump administration. Solana, you already know, $600-800 on the low end. On the high end, you know, I'll keep that to the course and stuff. But bear market, 95% down, all of them. Maybe Sol doesn't go as far, but S Near will go down 91%, 90%. Sol might only go down 81% this cycle. Yeah. You guys hold any BNB tokens? I used to hold a lot of. I used to have some good amount of cake and BNB tokens. I just kind of exited the ecosystem basically on those. I think I have like a small amount of cake, but that's about it. Yeah. Last question right here, man. Crypto Boogie, man. Dollar cost crypto opinion on bull run running into 26. It's getting more and more likely as they push. The longer they wait to start taking interest rates down, the more as those rates come down and the stock market starts raging off of like a lot of the good trade deals that Trump has done. This will start making the stock market really run up high into 26. Eventually, there will be a crash. There will be a crash. But the stock market doing extremely well, plus interest rates coming down, could actually drag out the cycle and maybe get us either a second or third pump effectively into 26. So I think it's very likely going to happen. So with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, man. Subscribe, follow me, hit the notification bell, join the Citadel. June 6th, you guys, the Crypto Mindset course will be live. As soon as sales are done, we're off. All of June, we'll be gone, and a good part of July. No YouTube.
Shoo.
You'll just be left to fend for yourself with these mongrels. These dudes are going to make you guys buy the tops, sell all the coins you made profits on into coins that they have profits on, then profit upon thy corpse. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow on Moon Yang, and I'll be back here on Monday as well. So I'll be streaming Monday and Sunday as well. I think Moon Gang this week is on Charlie's channel at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be streaming from my channel on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Got me working overtime.
Overtime, man. With that, and thank you so much for joining me, guys. Love you guys. Peace. and make this money. Cultivate nobody.
Yeah.